Hello and welcome to the K-12 Excellence Hub. I'm your host, John Wong.
And I'm Sarah Chen. We're both lead consultants at Alifa Education Services, and we are so excited to talk about a topic today that honestly still surprises a lot of parents. Sending foreign children to to public schools.
Yeah, you can almost hear the gears turning in people's heads. They're thinking, wait, public schools? You mean the regular local schools with the Chinese national curriculum? And the answer is a resounding yes.
Right.
It's quickly becoming a very serious, very strategic option for international families in China.
It really is. I mean, John, let's just dive in. What's fueling this? Because if we had this conversation 5 years ago, it would have been a very, very short one.
It boils down to three powerful words, Sarah: cost, quality, and opportunity.
Okay.
Just look at the pure economics of it. An international school in, say, Beijing can easily run you 200,000 to 350,000 RMB a year.
Wow.
It's a massive investment.
Massive.
Now compare that to a top-tier public school where the all-in cost for an international student is around 90,000 RMB. I mean, we're talking less than a third of the price. The savings are just staggering.
And that's the killer point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because normally a lower cost makes parents think, okay, what are we sacrificing? But here, it's actually the opposite.
Right.
The academic quality in these schools, especially in STEM, is phenomenal. We're talking world-class math and science that consistently top global rankings.
Absolutely. Plus, you get total, unadulterated Chinese immersion. If the goal is for your child to truly master Mandarin, not just, taxi and restaurant Chinese, but deep academic fluency, there is simply no better, no faster way to do it.
Okay, but let's be real for a second. This sounds incredible, but it can't be for everyone.
Yeah.
What's the catch?
Yeah.
Because there's always a catch.
There is, and it's a big one. The catch is that it is hard. I mean, really, really hard. The most elite schools, think RDFZ or the schools affiliated with Beijing Foreign Studies University.
Okay.
They won't even look at an application unless the student has an HSK-5 certificate.
Wow. And let's translate that for our audience.
Yeah.
HSK-5 isn't just knowing your pleasantries. It's a vocabulary of about 2,500 Chinese characters.
Right.
It means you can read a Chinese newspaper. You can watch a Chinese movie without subtitles. That is serious, serious proficiency.
Exactly. And here's why that bar is so high. These kids are not being put in some special sheltered foreigner class. They are in the main classroom, sitting right next to some of China's brightest students, taking the exact same classes, the same brutal exams, everything.
Wow.
Physics in Chinese, history in Chinese, classical literature, all in Chinese.
No training wheels.
Not a single one. Now, it's worth noting that schools like RDFC do offer IGCSE and A-level tracks for an international university pathway.
Okay.
But if you want to go all in on the Chinese national curriculum, that language foundation is non-negotiable.
But, and this is so important for parents to hear, not all schools have that same sky-high barrier to entry.
Right.
Some are actually designed from the ground up to support international students. John, tell us a bit about a school like Beijing number 39.
It's a perfect example. Beijing number 39 has been working with international students for over 20 years.
20 years, wow.
They've built the entire support system, specialized teachers, strong government partnerships, and a curriculum specifically designed to get non-native speakers from grade 9 all the way through to graduation.
And Bachui Bilingual Private School is another one, right?
Yep.
They've been doing this ages too.
Absolutely. Since 2003, Bachui has a fantastic model that blends an international teaching philosophy with the core Chinese curriculum. And a key feature for both schools is that they offer boarding. That creates a 24/7 immersion environment that is just invaluable.
So the takeaway is it's incredibly challenging, but it is doable.
Yeah.
Provided you find a school with that proven support infrastructure.
That's it exactly. You can't just pick any public school off a map. You have to do your homework.
So let's pivot. and talk about the end game.
Yes.
Because for me, this is where the conversation gets really exciting.
Yes, like this is huge.
For students who successfully complete high school in the Chinese system, it opens up a direct, streamlined pathway to the C9 League universities.
C9 League, okay. And just so everyone's clear, that's China's equivalent of the Ivy League. We're talking Tsinghua, Peking University, Fudan, the best of the best.
And they arrive completely prepared.
Totally.
They've spent years studying at that academic level in that language. The HSK requirement for university, they passed that years ago. The academic rigor, it's their normal. They've been living it.
And then you get to the cost again. University tuition in China is, frankly, incredibly affordable. Maybe 20,000 to 50,000 RMB a year.
Wow.
You just can't compare that to the cost of a Western university.
So the savings just keep compounding. You save a fortune on 4 years of high school, and then you save another fortune on 4 years of university.
And on top of that, you're saying many of these students can get full scholarships?
Many do, yes.
Okay, let's do a quick reality check. Who is this really the right fit for?
Good question. What kind of child and what kind of family?
Well, great question. First, the student has to be incredibly resilient and adaptable. This is demanding both academically and culturally. Second, the family needs to have a long-term commitment or interest in China.
Right.
This isn't for a 2-year expat assignment. This is for families who see their child's future being deeply connected to China.
And the language prep is non-negotiable. You can't just show up and hope to pick it up.
No.
You need to be building those skills for years beforehand.
For sure. And personality is a big piece of the puzzle. A kid who is self-motivated, who embraces a challenge, and who is comfortable in a more traditional teacher-directed classroom, they will thrive. A kid who needs a lot of one-on-one, individualized hand-holding might really struggle.
That's a fair point. But what happens if a student starts down this path and it's not working?
Right.
Are they stuck?
That's the good news. There's an off-ramp. Most of these top schools have those dual tracks we mentioned. You can start in the national curriculum, and if it's not the right fit, pivot to the IGCSE or A-level track.
Oh, okay.
The pathways aren't set in stone, which gives families a lot of peace of mind.
That is very reassuring. So, final thoughts. If a parent listening right now is intrigued by this, what are the absolute must-knows?
Number one, this is a legitimate, truly excellent option, but it requires meticulous planning. Start language preparation as early as you possibly can, and research schools with a proven track record like Beijing number 39 or Bachui.
Number two, go visit if you can. Talk to parents and students who are actually living it. Get the real story, not just the glossy brochure version.
And honestly, work with consultants who live and breathe this system. At Alifa, this is what we do. We guide families from that initial spark of an idea through school selection, applications, and all the prep.
Right.
Having an expert guide makes a world of difference.
Because when it's done right, this path delivers something truly special.
Yeah.
A world-class education, genuine bilingualism, profound cultural depth, and access to opportunities that most international students could only dream of.
Absolutely, all at a fraction of the cost.
Exactly. Our tagline is experience excellence, embrace opportunity, and frankly, I can't think of a better way to describe what this pathway offers.
Thanks so much for tuning in to K-12 Excellence Hub. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about.
Ooh.
In our increasingly connected world, what does a truly global education mean to you? Is it about studying a global